Now for example, I want to smoothen the edges. For example, I'll draw a rectangle here, this one, and I want it to look around here, look around at the corners. So I'll just use the fillet command. Select first object, and then since I have selected this first object, I will specify the radius. So for example, the radius is 3. Okay, now it asked me to select the second object, so I'll just okay. Now if I use the same command again, okay, for here, I can just automatically select the second line because the default value for the radius was the latest value used by the command. So another important command is the array. For example, I have a circle here. Now I want to make an arrangement of this one, so click array. So we have under array with rectangular, path, and polar array. Now for rectangular and polar, we will be discussing this first. The path array will be discussed in the next sessions. So first, rectangular array, just select this, then enter. Okay, now the objects that you have shown are the default objects. You can change this one. For example, you want just 10 objects for the columns, so you say here you have 10 columns. We have another, for example, 5. Okay, so we have here, okay, we have 5 rows selected. Now the distance in between can, for example, reduce this one, so let's say 35. It becomes closer. Now say for example this 235 becomes closer. As you can see, there are various options here. So now we will not be using a lot of this, so let's close this array. Let's just escape first, close array, so it's done. I'll draw another circle. Okay, this circle. Now how about if I want to arrange this one into a circular form, circular arrangement? So for example here, click this one. Now for example this here, I want to make it the center, so I'll just specify this. Now items, how many items I want to put? For example, let's just say 9 items. So you see here, this is filled 360 degrees. What if for example I wanted say 270 degrees? Now you see here, this is the 90 degrees missing, so it's just filled the 270 degrees angle. So of course we have here rows. For example, we make this 2, so you can see here there are 2 rows now. So it really depends on what you're going to draw. So as of now, we'll just stick to this one, to these basic ones, and let's explore the more complicated ones in the next session. So let's just close this one. So let's erase this. To demonstrate another command, enter. Next one is the extend. Okay, now for example here I have a line here, for example, and this one. Now I want this line to be able to reach this part. So what will I do is extend this line from this point to this point. So just click extend. Now again, the same with trim. I'll just enter it instead of selecting objects for it to have no distinction on what object to extend. Enter, just click, and as you can see here, it's already extended. Also, I have forget to show you the chamfer command. The blend curves, will just use this in explore this in another session, but one important basic command is the chamfer. For example here, I have a rectangle. Instead of round edges, I want this to be a flat corner, for example. So say chamfer. Now it asked me to select the first line, so enter after clicking. Now second line, there are various things that I can do. For example, distance, angle, and method. So for example, I want 45 degrees chamfer, so I'll just the angle, then 45 degrees. So I just 45. select the second line, see here. Now, how about the other command? For example, here. Okay. Now this time I want distance to be specified. So distance. Okay. What distance? For example, 3. Okay. 3. Okay. This is another distance is 3. Now I will select this one. As you can see, this one, you have 3 here, 3 here, so you have a very small chamfer here. So of course you can apply these things into other corners also. Now another thing that we're going to discuss is the explode command. Now, for example, I have a rectangle here. Okay, let's focus on the rectangle. Let's erase this one. Delete. Okay, focus on the rectangle. Now I want each of this rectangle to be divided into 4 pieces instead of it in one object. I want this one to be 4 objects. So I'll just click explode, then we have select objects, then enter. And now the one object we just have chosen is now turned into 4 objects. One of the most important thing also is the offset command. First thing to do after clicking the offset command is the distance. For example, here I want the same object, okay, from here to here, the distance of say 5. So select the object, okay, and then for example here to the inside, I'll do the same here, do the same here, do the same here, 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 and here. So it's done. I've offsetted the things.